And we're back, guys. Welcome to Tennis in a Minute. I'm your host, Get Energy. I give you the rundown on tennis coverage every single day. And we're in San Diego, sunny San Diego. WTA 500 level event. A lot of points up for grabs, a lot of money up for grabs. And Barbora Krejcikova was not playing around. She stormed out to a 5-1 lead against Bia. However, Bia would break back, hold a couple times, and make it competitive. It was 5-4, still down a break, but she was up love 30 on Barbora Krejcikova's serve and could not break back. Barbora takes the first set, and listen, I say it a lot. She will hit a net shot that will literally just fall over on her opponent's side, put her hands up, say, look, I didn't mean to do it. Yeah, but let me see you give the point back. Not gonna happen. Look, it was a mistake. But Barbora took the first set, four aces, served very, very well. And look, she literally dominated the first serves. I mean, winning 10% more than Beatrice, and that was really enough to really get the first set. 11 winners to three. She did have 19 unforced errors to 8. That just showed how aggressive Barbora is in this tournament. She looked amazing against Helena last time out. And Beatrice, listen, it seems like when she's down, there's a reason, right? And it's probably an injury. So she would call for the physio. It just seems like every match she's losing, it's because she's injured. I don't know. Now, with all the talk with Simona Halep and her 4-year ban, this is another player that did have a suspension. She did have a ban. She came out, admitted to the suspension. And look, it wasn't that bad. She's been able to overcome it. And no one really talks about it. I mean, the few times I've spoken about it, the Brazilian fans, they come in the comments and they're rude and disrespectful. But the reality, look, she admitted to the mistake, right? If a player admits to doping, why are you mad at me for talking about it? But nonetheless, she was able to get over it. So Simona Halep, look, she'll come back. She'll be 35. But personally, I think, look, if she accepts the suspension and comes out with a sincere apology, there's no reason they shouldn't cut that in half. We might even see her next year. I mean, let's just be honest. A lot of these suspensions get reduced. I mean, Beatrice's suspension was reduced. Yes, Dremka had an issue, but there was a mistake with her case. Okay, so she lost a lot of time and she did not get that form back. She's been struggling ever since. But nonetheless, guys, Barbora Krejcikova, she would advance. Beatrice did call for the physio, and it got a little weird here because it seemed like the physio was like, there's not really much I can do. Barbora puts on her warm up, again, look, gamesmanship, right? It's not that chilly right now in San Diego, but she puts on a warm up like, look, are we leaving or what are we gonna do here? Nooney seemed like he was a bit frustrated, but look, she's trying to stay loose, and look, that's what you have to do whenever there's a medical timeout, a delay. We saw in New York City, Coco, we had a protest over fossil fuels. I mean, that could have completely ruined her momentum. Stay loose, stretch, and hit balls because look, being older player, I mean Barbora's in her what mid 20s, still you do not want to get tight and lose your momentum because the person that's winning, a lot of times when there's an interruption in play, that's the person that will lose the rhythm. It happens all the time. But nonetheless, we will come back from the medical timeout. And same result. Barbora gets the break, and that was a lock, guys. That was an easy lock today. That was my personal pick for Barbora to win this match. Beatrice had nearly 7 hours of court time coming into this match, so I didn't think she had fresh legs, and Barbora destroyed her. Sakkari, guys, the Greek goddess taking on Emma Navarro. Now, listen, this is a tournament where I think if Sakkari doesn't win, a lot of the top stars are not in this tournament. We did have Ons Jabeur, but she was bounced out by Potapova. If Sakkari doesn't win this tournament, I think she might go into a deep depression. And maybe she's already there. But listen, guys, Sakkari is a good player. And we've seen how consistent she is. She's going to be in the top 10 for a while. She can make it to the semifinal of any tournament, the quarterfinal of any tournament. But can she win it? The answer to that question has been no. But she's taking on Emma Navarro, who, listen, 49 win season, but she's playing a lot of ITF. Look, she's made 6 ITF championships. She's won 3 of them. We saw her win Charlottesville. We saw her win Charleston. She beat Peyton Stearns a couple times. She beat her in Poland. Listen, But Emma Navarro, I've been saying she's 22 years old. She's one of the top, and Sakkari here makes a mistake. Emma has a breakpoint opportunity. I've been saying the prospect for American tennis look really good. We got Peyton Stearns, we got Emma Navarro, we got Katie Volley-Nets, we got Alicia Parks, the hardest hitting server on tour, right? Most aces per match. Alicia Parks is going to be superstar. We even is Coco in this category for crying out loud? She's younger than all of them. Coco's 19. American tennis looks. We got Claire Liu, ladies and gentlemen. American tennis is looking freaking solid. Okay? I mean, Ann Lee, right? She's American, right? American tennis looks solid for our prospects that are coming up. Freaking amazing. Now, Emma Navarro, guys, 49 win season, but she's playing a lot of lower level tournaments. I mean, she has stepped up and played some main tour competition, but a lot of those matches she's lost, right? She did get revenge to Sasnovich the other day after blowing a 5-love lead, right? And what was that, Cleveland? Unbelievable. But this is a match that Sakkari she has to win. Now, let's just say Sakkari gets past Emma Navarro, which might be a challenge because this is a classic case of backhand forehand. And I tell you all the time, when we are on hard, I like the backhand player, and we saw a classic case of that earlier with Danielle Collins and Caroline Garcia. Backhand, forehand. Danielle destroyed Caroline Garcia, okay? Why? Because that backhand on hard, when you saw it, did you watch the match with Caroline Garcia? Just unforced errors all over the place. That she could not get her forehand under that ball, that rocket from Danielle Collins' backhand. Kept her on the back foot all match. Now, Emma Navarro here, amazing backhand. Sakkari wants to hit the forehand, right? But let's say Sakkari wins this match. She'll face Barbora Krejcikova, who she's never beat. Barbora owns that head-to-head 3-love. But let's look at the other side of the bracket. Let's say she beats Barbora. She makes it to the final, right? We don't want to imagine Sakkari losing another semifinal or even quarterfinal. That would just be horrible. Danielle Collins, she does own the head-to-head against Danielle Collins, right? 2-1. Sofia Kenin, 2-2, head-to-head. Sakkari's got a chance to win this tournament. But first, she's got to get past Emma Navarro, and then she's got to beat someone she's never beat. Barbora's beat her 3 times, twice on clay, but 2 of those 3 matches have gone 3 sets. I want to see Sakkari win a title. I mean, it's just, for crying out loud, it's long overdue. I would be a happy man if she can. But she's got this tough American in front of her right now that means business. Emma Navarro is solid, guys. American tennis is just looking beautiful for the future. I mean, with Coco at the forefront of that, unbelievable. Now, the Czech Republic scene is amazing. I mean, they have, what, 4 players in the top 20? Amazing, right? We got 3 players in the top 20. And the Russian tennis scene looks beautiful, too. The WTA is in good hands. Tennis in a Minute, support the channel. We'll be right back.